More dinosaurs, less dinosaurs? Let's debate. And yes, I'm more than a little late to this, but I actually really like the franchise. I even showed up to the viewing in merch, alright? I was dripped out. So I just had to talk about the movie eventually. Let's get right into it. First off, I'm going to start by saying that I am actually one of the few that actually liked this movie. And I say few because from what I've heard, it seems like I'm the only one. But even as I live in my little world of bliss, I will say that a lot of the criticisms are warranted. First of all, the whole debate on not enough dinosaurs or too much, there are low-key not enough. Like, sure, they show up a good amount, but I mean, this is the finale to a 6-movie saga. You'd think there would be a little more emphasis put on what makes the saga so special, but that wouldn't be just an excuse to throw a bunch of dinosaurs at us nonstop. I think it should have been structured to have strategic dinosaur encounters like the first Jurassic Park, but maybe that's just me holding on to my nostalgia. Because if you look at it, I mean, the movies are pretty different. For one, the original was more tightly written, and while it did have action and the blockbuster type for the time, it doesn't have the same level of spectacle and pure conflict that these movies have. Even with that, I'm still gonna compare the two, because I do think there are some good takeaways even yet. Like, I feel that the dinosaurs here are, for the most part, used as background, and while that does work in certain instances, the scenes where they weren't didn't really hit because these characters are so untouchable, it's crazy. We have so many core characters that we know literally cannot be killed that it makes a whole lot of the encounters kind of boring because we know what will happen. Sorry to bring it up, but in the original Jurassic Park, we had some characters that we thought could be around for a while, like that military dude and the lawyer, but you know, eaten. And I mean, none of the main cast was ever really hurt, but it sure as hell felt like they could be. But here, even the more minor characters literally do not get eaten. Ever. It gets to the point that if someone is even remotely just a little good, you know that no harm will ever happen to them. Even in Jurassic World, they handled it better. Like that babysitter. Bro, she didn't do anything. Yeah, she might have had the worst death in the franchise. She got mauled for no reason. Now, this is my fix. I know it's the finale, so we are going to have to bring back a lot of old faces. That's cool. But as you mix in the old faces with the new characters, you should gradually kill off a few every once in a while, so we never really know who's next. Now, this should have been implemented along a few of the movies leading up to that, alright? So it will play into what I think could have been a really good, franchise ending, that little, trilogy at the end. These tense interactions, in my opinion, are what made these movies so great and enjoyable. And there are glimmers here, like that first encounter with the scientifically accurate dinosaur, or after that crashed plane. I just wish there were a little more, and that some of them would pan out in the dinosaur's favor every so often. Now, opinion alert, but I actually liked the whole Locust plotline. I liked the message and thought it really worked, and I thought that for a while. And then I thought more, and then I came to the conclusion, this is the finale for a 6-movie saga. And when you look at it in that regard, it doesn't really work as well. The plotline should have definitely been more dinosaur focused, especially dinosaurs out in the real world now. Like, that is super cool. I mean, it had been previously set up, so I thought it would be the main focus here, but it was sort of glossed over. I think it should have been more of a priority plot-wise, and if the focus was to get all our main characters to the biotech campus in the middle of those mountains, I'm sure there are other ways to get them there, so I have a new proposed plotline. We start off by getting little dailies into the lives of all our main characters, but they all have super close run-ins with dinosaurs, and we can start by Owen saving one of the other characters, and they begin to intervene with all the others in timely and very convenient manners. We can meet Dr. Malcolm teaching or something, whatever. But once they are all saved, they all agree that something needs to be done about the dinosaurs, and when they are contacted by the biomedical company, that they have been capturing and alluring all the dinosaurs to this area. So they all make their way over, but uh-oh, something wrong with the air protection. So the pterodactyls attack their plane and they get stranded in the middle of the forest full of dinosaurs. Now they have to make their way back to safety. So they now have to navigate this area all by themselves, and once they get there, they find out that the biotech company wants to burn down the forest and kill all the dinosaurs because they want to keep the DNA for themselves or something like that, I don't know. And the dinosaurs can escape because, you know, life finds a way, and we have the same cool ending sequence. The end. Also, keep all the cool Easter eggs and references, and boom, you have a finale that is more straightforward, focuses on dinosaurs, and reinforces the themes that have been built for like 30 years. So fixed, kinda, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But in all seriousness, at times, sure, the movie was a little whack and kinda went off the rails. It was still super fun, and in all realness, I had a lot of fun, and it was a decent conclusion to this saga. Plus, the realistic dinosaur was really sick, like, I can't lie, man. Along with the many Easter eggs and callbacks, it made this movie a really enjoyable experience. So, also, just don't ask me about the whole Joker thing. It made no sense then. It makes even less sense now. So I'm gonna give Jurassic World Dominion a 7 out of 10. It had a lot of issues and was pretty forgettable, but in the moment, it was enjoyable still, nonetheless. So I liked it. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments of your own, make sure to leave them down below. Trust me, I read them. Also, look at this graph. Okay, but as always, stay awesome. TooAwesome, thanks for watching.